Hi guys, and welcome back to Sheddy's Kitchen. I'm Sheddy. Today we're going to make a classic South Asian dessert known as Ras Malai. This dish finds its way onto many South Asian dessert menus, and it also is commonly served at weddings alongside Gulab Jamun. It is best served cold. So are you ready? Let's get cooking. The first thing you need to do is you need to get a large pan and put 2 litres of whole milk into that, and to that you need to add 600 mils of water. You need to bring that to a boil, and while you see the actual milk and water mixture boiling, at that point you begin making this mixture, which I'm going to show you how to do now. So with that, you will add to the mixture, you start off with 6 teaspoons of sunflower oil. So I'll add here now into the bowl. And I've got some oil for a bit later. Here, I've kept this separate. There you go. And to the 6 teaspoons of oil that we've added into there, we are going to add 2 medium-sized eggs that have been beaten already, and give that a bit of a mix. You don't need to beat this in any way, shape or form, just give it a gentle mix around so that the oil mixes in slightly with the egg. And the next thing we're going to add is the Ras Malai mixture. Now I'll just show you which ones you require. We're using a mixture of 2. You get these lovely pistachios in there, so it doesn't matter about the brand, which over there it says Laziza. Normally you get this from many of your South Asian wholesale markets or stores. The brand doesn't matter too much, but it's a Ras Malai Dessert mix you require. We're using 75 grams of the pistachio one, and we're also going to be using 75 grams of the same dessert mix, but in this case it's mixed in with saffron, as you can see. They're the 2 I'm going to add to that now, so I'll add them in now. Make sure I get all in there. And we're just going to give this a gentle mix now in here. And that's pretty much, we'll be near ready with this. Get a nice mix and it'll turn pasty, as you can see. Now that's mixed in really nicely. There's no more, not a huge amount of dry areas on side, which you can see most of the mixture is now complete. You can mix it a bit more if you want, but that's pretty much done. That's nice and moldable now. We're going to move on to the next step, and our next step will be showing you what to do with the milk and water mixture that we've got on boil at the moment, and how we're going to add this Ras Malai mixture to that. So we'll move on to that next. So we've got our milk and water and it's coming to a boil now. So at this point what we need to do is add 1/4 teaspoon of cooking salt, and also to the milk mixture we want to add 120 grams of sugar. So we'll add that in now, and we need to give that a bit of a mix, make sure that's mixed in. That's mixed properly now. And now this is a process in which you need to be relatively quick. You can get a tiny bit of oil, and your Ras Malai mixture, what we've done with that is you can see that we've popped this into, I made it into a little bowl. You just add a bit of oil to your hands, and you can see against my fingers, a tiny little bowl. It can be as a circle, it can be rugby shaped, it depends on what you want your Ras Malai to look like. We're going to start adding that to the milk directly. Make sure your cooker is on a high heat at this point, as fast as you can. Add these into the milk, and we're going to do that with the rest of them very quickly now, and we're going to leave this on boil for 5 minutes. Make sure all your mixture is made into little balls, put into the milk, leave this on for 5 minutes, and then we'll come back to you at that point. So it has been 5 minutes now, and you can see that the Ras Malai balls have actually increased in size quite nicely. There's a few pointers over here that I need to mention. While it was on the boil for that 5 minute period, after we had added the little Ras Malai balls directly to the milk, you just make sure you mix it every so often so the milk doesn't catch the bottom of the pan and it gets burnt, because that will not taste very nice. So we gently just give it a mix in between the 5 minutes while it was boiling. Now at this stage here you can taste the mixture, and if you feel that there's not enough sugar in there, it's not sweet enough, you can add more sugar here if you want. We're not going to be doing that. We like to have it with a bit less sugar. And finally, at this stage here, these are now ready, but it's up to you how thick you would like the mixture to be. But if you prefer it so that actually the mixture is a lot thicker, so it's a bit more of a thick pudding, in terms of consistency, you can boil it for a bit longer. That's absolutely up to you. If you are happy with the consistency that it is, you can go ahead and you can actually switch this off. So we are coming to an end with this dish. This dish is now complete. You can turn it off the take it off the off heat completely if you're happy with the consistency, and then you need to leave this in the fridge, and it's best served chilled. Now I'll be presenting this with this still hot, so we can actually show you what it looks like finally made in a dish, but then that dish would be popped into the fridge and it's leaved to chilled, and it's best served chilled. So here you have it, the finished dish. What I'm going to do is pop this into the fridge, let it chill, and then serve it to my parents, and hopefully we'll get a positive reaction from them. Seal of approval met. For many more of my videos, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, click that notification bell, and I'll see you soon.